Hello everyone. The money-making method in which I will be discussing in this video is killing Fiyr Shades for their remains. Fiyr Shades are located in Mort'ton and Morytania, which is directly north of Berg de Rot. Fiyr Shades have a level of 120 and they are undead monsters, so wearing the Salve Amulet will allow you to hit higher on them. It is also important to note that these monsters are aggressive. Prices of Fiyr remains tend to fluctuate between 4.8k and 5.2k. And keep in mind that it often takes a span of approximately 2 hours for these remains to sell at the current market price on the Grand Exchange. To get to Mort'ton, I have found 3 methods of travel in which I hope everyone will be able to use at least one of. The first method of travel requires the following. You must have started the quest Fairy Tale Part 2, and you must bring a Draymond or Lunar Staff unless you have completed the quest Fairy Tale Part 3. Access the fairy green code BKR to arrive in Morytania Swamp. Be aware of the fact that this area is flooded with gas. Follow the path suggested by the map, but bear in mind that you will only be able to use the bank located in Berg de Rot if you have completed the quest in Aid of the Myrique. This method of travel takes approximately 2 to 3 minutes to travel from the fairy ring in Morytania Swamp to Mort'ton. The second method of travel requires the following. 66 magic, access to the ancient magic spellbook, 2 law runes and 1 blood rune, and completion of the quest in Search of the Myrique and Nature Spirit. When traveling on this path, you will use the ancient magic spell, teleport to Krill, and then, after appearing in Canvas Bar, you will take the trap door that is located directly south of the bar. Then you will search the wall to the south and continue south along the path until you reach the door at the end. After doing this, follow the path on the map to the ladder across the swamp and run south until you reach the swamp boat. Once you use the swamp boat, you will have arrived in Mort'ton. This method takes approximately 2 minutes to travel from Canvas Bar to Mort'ton. The third method of travel, which is by far the most efficient, only requires that you have started the quest Branches of Darkmire. To use this method, you must use the second teleport option on Draken's Medallion to teleport to Berg de Rot. After doing this, simply run north, click on the gate on the northern border of the town, and travel north until you reach the entrance to the Shades Catacombs. This method takes less than 30 seconds to travel from Berg de Rot to Mort'ton. To enter the Shades Catacombs, you must have a shade key in your inventory. Although it does not matter which type of key you have to enter the catacombs, you must have a gold or any type of silver key to enter the room in which Fiyr Shades are located. To obtain a gold or silver key, you must sacrifice a Fiyr Shade on one of the funeral pyres located in Mort'ton. To do this, you need a magic pyre log and fire remains. It is recommended that you bring 3 to 5 fire remains and magic pyre logs in case you receive coins instead of a key when you sacrifice. Once you have obtained a gold or silver key, simply continue south along the path of the Shades Catacombs, and then, after reaching the end, travel west to open the solid silver door in which Fiyr Shades are located. Also note that your key will not be lost unless it is used on a chest. Because the suggested combat style is melee, you will superset at the bank, meaning you will drink 1 dose of super attack, strength, and defense before disembarking. I have found 3 separate combat setups that will, when used correctly, completely negate the necessity of bringing food. The first method of combat is mainly aimed towards lower levels who may not have high melee stats. The requirements for this setup are 43 plus prayer, completion of the quest wanted, and the possession of an Ardennage cloak. To attain maximum efficiency for this method, the requirements are 70 plus prayer, completion of the Nightwaves mini-quest and the Slug Menace quest, and the possession of an enchanted Salve Amulet and Soul Wars cape. The gear for this setup is mainly prayer-based, with the gloves, boots, shield, and weapon slots aimed towards strength and attack. If you choose to bring an aura, bring Reverence, Greater Reverence, or Master Reverence. As for your inventory, bring your silver or gold key. Dragon's Medallion if you have it, a spec weapon, a Terror Bird pouch if you have 52 summoning, 1 prayer renewal potion, and 2 to 7 prayer potions depending on your attack and strength levels. Before leaving the bank, make sure to drink 1 dose of prayer renewal in addition to your superset. When you kill the Fiyr Shades, set your quick prayers to protect from melee and piety. If you have not unlocked piety, then choose incredible reflexes and ultimate strength instead. Activate your quick prayers and kill the Fiyr Shades around you. Make sure to drink doses of prayer potion when your prayer is low, and do not forget to sip your prayer renewal whenever it expires. Once your inventory is full, summon your Spirit Terror Bird and store 12 of your fire remains inside it. After doing this, collect 13 more remains to fill up your inventory before banking. The second method of combat is the usage of a full set of the Guthan's armor and spear. The only level requirements for this method are 70 attack and 70 defense. The set effect of Guthan's will allow you to heal the amount of damage you have dealt in any random hit. Your inventory should consist of a silver or gold key, Dragon's Medallion if you have it, a spec weapon, and a Terror Bird pouch. If you wish to bring an aura, bring Vampirism. When choosing between whether or not you wish to use Method 1 or Method 2, bear in mind the advantages and disadvantages of each. Method 2 is more cost effective, but Method 1 allows for faster kills and thus yields faster trips. However, Method 2 is more AFKable, so that is why I suggest you use it over Method 1 if you are able. The third and most efficient method of combat calls for gear with a high strength bonus, such as Bandos, and high attack strength and defense levels. The requirements for this method are 92 prayer and completion of the quest Temple at Sentinels that you may access curses. Your inventory should consist of a silver or gold key, Dragon's Medallion, a spec weapon, and a Terror Bird pouch. If you have 96 summoning, bring 2 Pakiak pouches instead of a Terror Bird pouch, 50 Winter Storage Scrolls, and 1 summoning potion. If you choose to bring an aura, bring penance. When using this method, it is imperative that you set your quick prayers to Soul Split and Turmoil. If you do not have Turmoil, then select Leech Attack and Leech Strength instead. When you take damage, flash your quick prayers for no longer than 1 second at a time, and time your prayer flashes quickly so that you will lose no prayer points. When active, Soul Split will give you life points equal to 1/5 of the amount of damage you have dealt. The money that can be made per hour is completely dependent on your combat levels and which of the methods I have presented that you primarily use. I have found that it is possible that multiple people with different combat stats are able to make upwards of 270k to 500k per hour by collecting fire remains. Bear in mind that having access to Dragon's Medallion and the Bergdorf Bank will drastically increase your efficiency while using this money-making method. This concludes this guide, and if you have any remaining questions, simply comment them down below and I will reply.